Alright, I've never done this before, but basically the problem we have is that I don't feel like spending a whole crap ton of money on the proper bearing installers to do this job once. So this is an 80mm external diameter bearing. This is probably something like it's about 70, I would say, by looking at it. So it kind of fits in there, but it's a little too small. So I need something to take up the slack. So what I've got here, if you can see this, is Luminolite's super plastic kit, and basically it's just a two-part plastic resin. It's real easy to mix up. It cures completely hard in about 90 seconds or so. So first thing I'm going to do is just put my bearing rest down here on a piece of wax paper so it doesn't permanently stick to my table. It's some awfully sticky crap. I'm going to bust off a little piece of modeling clay. And the first thing I want to do is fill the hole that's in the center of this bearing pusher here. Put it on the tapered side because I don't want to fill it with the goo. Just fill that guy up, get him in there nice. Okay. Doesn't have to be like super perfect, doesn't really matter that much, I guess. Next thing I want to do is get a little strip of modeling clay and form a barrier around the outside of the bearing race so it doesn't go all over the place, because it's some pretty thin stuff. It's a very watery consistency. Go ahead and hit it with my release anyway. This is a MAN 200 release spray. You can use this for mold making, or I think you don't want stuff to stick to things. It's good for polyurethane, other kinds of molds as well. Sort of like Crisco for molds, so your plastic pops out real easy. Stinks to all hell. Smells like something between carb cleaner and WD-40. Also want to spray my negative, if you will, or my positive, my plug. So let's get all the coating on there. Set that aside. Now I'm going to mix this up. It gives you these nice little measuring cups, look like little cough medicine cups. You want to have exactly equal parts of either one. The activator and the resin. Comes with some popsicle sticks in the kit. You want to make sure the dark one, you shake the dark one up pretty good, because this is the actual resin itself and it tends to separate out a little bit. So I'm going to go with 1 ounce. Make sure you get the sides. Trying to get too much of it on you either, like I said, this is bad shit. At the bottom. Oh, shit's getting hot. Really hot. Dumping. Smushing. Alright. And since it came up around the edges, I know I have enough plastic. So we have an unfortunate series of events here. Apparently, it just stuck to my table. Some pretty hardcore stuff. Not to be, oh man, not to be messed with, I guess. Gotta really, I guess, not use wax paper. Again, this is my first time, so live and learn, right? Modeling clay plug. Modeling clay is of course reusable. So we have our nice hole from the modeling clay. Now before I take this out, I'm going to get a razor and clean the excess off. Just carefully go around it. Well, it's not 100% hard, so it'll be doable. Because when this stuff actually hardens, it's pretty damn hard. You could actually drill and tap it. I'm not sure how strong it would be in that regards, and they have different strength ones. You can look on their website. Different PSI ratings. They even have clear ones too if you need to mold some tail lights or something like that. Or any sort of like lens covers. Just pick that out with a nail. Cut around it now. Well, the pusher popped out. So I now have this guy, which in reality is adequate, because I could always put this in here like this, right, and then just use that to push the other bearing. I get a nice non-wiggly surface. So, or I could take the plastic out and use that directly on the race, which may be a better option. I'm not sure it really makes a difference. Probably easier to control in the press, if you choose to use a press. Looks like it's cast nice and evenly though. You can see the thickness all the way around. Looks good. A couple little air bubbles in the bottom, but like I said, there's no pushing on that part, so it shouldn't make a difference.